Tom Ford is in the building and he's about to make his Ultimate Pool debut, taking on a former Ultimate Pool champion in Dom Cooney, in the company of Simon Webb and Shane Thompson.
Yeah, cracking match this one. Really looking forward to this matchup for a right to play Tom Cousins in the group final. Tom Ford announced as an Ultimate Pool wild card. This is his first tournament with Ultimate Pool. Dom Cooney has been here from the start and has Ultimate Pool silverware. Former Pro Series champion. Been to a world final as well. Should be a cracking match, but it's Tom Ford with the first opportunity after that break. He has one problem at the top end of the table, which he's opened up nicely there. Needs the cue ball to pull up, and it has. He might be knuckled on the one over the bottom right hand corner pocket. He is able to cut the other one back, but still not in perfect position. Just needs that one killer positional shot to get over the line in this frame. And that's just about it. There's Shane Thompson joins me on commentary. And Shane, it's a big match up here, isn't it? It's a big group. We talked about this group right from the start, but really looking forward to seeing Tom in action, and he's showing us some fireworks here in the opening frame.
Yeah, it's a tough group to call, really. I was chatting to Tom Cousins before his game. I said I can't call a winner, but I think on current form you have to go with Cousins. But as Gaz said in his bit of studio work earlier on, like a side hustle for him.
Well, Dom Cooney now knows that Tom Ford's on. Break clearance to start from Tom, and straight away Dom Cooney's break lets him down.
He's hit them quite nice as well.
I actually ended up, I mean, I don't play pool at all anymore, but I did have a few frames with Dom yesterday, and his break did not let him down at any point. He made a ball off pretty much every single break he had, and with huge splits every single time. And here we are, first break, wouldn't you know it, big break comes up dry.
Yeah.
The frustrations of a pool player. And this layout on yellows is very nice. Apart from the 8 ball doesn't have an obvious home, but could try and break it out, could potentially leave it as a double.
Yeah, I think the double's perfect there. It's in a nice position for a double. I think the yellow close to the bolt line would be his only real issue, so I'm not sure it passes the reds. So you might have to drop on it. He's tried moving the 8 ball there, but
sort of made it worse, not better.
Yeah. He might be going.
Ooh.
Wow.
Focusing on the cannon. Just compromise the pot, and with pace in the middles, you have to be precise. So first mistake in the match from Tom Ford. Dom Cooney gets his hand on the table for the first time.
Yeah, Dom will love to take these out now. I think the reds up top left are a dead set plant. Or pretty easy to plant anyway. And the 2 on the right, I think they both go. Well, the top one goes, and then obviously open up for the other one. I think the only shot is to get back on the 8. There's a few yellows around it.
Just taking his time early in the visit to work out how he wants to attack these.
I think the edge might be just a bit off. played that really well.
Yeah, it's come out nicely. One on the left-hand side now needs to be landed on. But they all go now. They all have their pockets.
You just want to pick a ball now to use to get on the 8 ball.
Oh, it's gone wrong. Snookers himself on the 2 on the right-hand side. Yeah, you can see the one on the left, but that is not what he wanted at all.
Has he tried going into the yellow? Because he's hit that quite hard, hasn't he?
I don't know. He didn't seem to hit it enough to come back out to the middle of the table, which would have been absolutely fine. And he didn't. He had overhit it by quite a long way to hit it on the cushion. So maybe he has tried to come on and off and hit the yellow and just got the line wrong completely. But slightly strange shot there from Dom Cooney. He can recover, but it's very tough.
He's going for a double here.
Brilliant.
Great shot. Great shot. The doubles are actually hard to judge on this table as well, with the slidiness of the cushions and the balls. He's played that really well.
This time he plays the cannon on the yellow and gets it right. Just opens up the path through to the 8 ball a little bit more.
I think the shot before, I think he did try and play onto the yellow to move that, because the way he played that suggests that he was struggling to get back on the 8.
Nicely done from Dom Cooney. Ties the scores up. We're 1-1. Great clearance to start the match.
He cut breaking.
That's not gone to plan.
He was cut breaking. I'm surprised about that. I thought Tom would hit a ball head on.
Well, maybe he's come in with a plan, trying to get that 8 ball in motion. Every opportunity to win a frame as quickly as possible. He's come out a little bit tight here. Cue ball in hand anywhere behind the break line, following a foul off the break. Unless you jump the cue ball off the table, and it's anywhere on the table. He's got a congested layout. Looks like he may have come too far here.
No, I think he was always planning on playing the double and kicking the 8 out.
Okay, I just wondered whether he was thinking about dropping it in the middle and sort of a soft cannon on the 8 ball.
He was trying to play this shot first with the ball in hand, but I think it's not really the shot. Oh, he's come too far. He's definitely come too far now. I think he has to play your shot, cut it in the middle and flip the 8.
Very delicate pot.
And the thing is, if he misses it, then he's opening up all the yellows for Tom.
And because of the shot he's just played, he's not guaranteed to have a next ball either. Whereas if he had that one in the middle of the table when he played it, that shot would have been on. Now, if he's not on the one at the top, he could be on nothing.
That's a great shot. Yeah, like you said, he's not on anything unless this red goes long past the yellow. I think it might go. I think dead weight. I think the pocket will take it.
Oh, it goes anyway.
Just swing the white off 2 rails here. Even if he lands straight on this red, he's pretty good.
Still has to play the positional shot, but no traffic in the way now.
This could go wide and go near the middle bag. Yeah, no, he's read that well. Oh.
He's actually,
Wow.
he's managed to come back so quickly and avoid the middle pocket. He probably never thought he could go that side of the 8-ball. You can see the pace he played it. If he plays it harder, it throws wider. The middle pocket comes into play.
Yeah.
He tries to hit it softly and let the spin really grip. I bet that never even entered his mind that that could happen.
That was a big chance, that.
Disappointing end to the visit for Dom Cooney. A lot of the hard work was done there. His first mistake in the match, and it's a positional error.
So, do you know if Tom's using his snooker cue or has he got a pool cue?
I honestly don't know. It'd be fascinating to find out.
'Cause it looks like a
I'll be very
oldish cue.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if it is his snooker cue. But you know as well as everybody is that the sort of trend in the pool world is starting to go. Tip size is getting bigger and bigger. Probably no more so than yourself.
Yeah. The thing is, I've always played with a tip that size. It's not a new thing for me.
I think others are following suit though. So the sort of days of the 7mm tips are sort of on the way out, and sort of 9mm isn't, which is small in snooker terms, but it's, you know, kind of middle of the road in pool terms now. Is sort of becoming more of the norm.
Well, I know last year obviously Gaz went back to 9. I think, was it just above 9?
Yeah.
I spoke to Dave McNamara a couple of months ago, and he said he's had a new cue made, and he's gone, I think, 8.5 from like a 7.5, I think. So he's gone up quite a meal is quite a lot.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound a lot, but it is a lot.
Well, whichever cue he is using, he's making very light work of what was laid out for him there, and
Obviously, he played in the Leicester County team.
yeah,
with Mark as well. I think Mark played in that same team.
Mark Selby, you mean?
Yeah.
Both from Leicester. Yeah, no, Tom's a former quarter-finalist of the World Championships. Lost to Carl Morris quite a few years ago now. Great break from Dom Cooney. Hit them really well, so another chance to get back to the table, put things right, following the error in the previous frame.
Yeah, it's all about getting on that red on the right-hand side.
Extension call.
I'm not sure if he's straight enough now just to top through, but I think he's got too much angle. He wants to try and leave one of these two at the top for when he gets on that one on the right-hand side, just to make it a bit easier.
You look at the layout here and you think red to right centre, dead straight gets you on the red, but is it potentially easier to play for it into a corner pocket? Oh, he's gone for it straight away. I was going to, if you were using one in the middle of the table, I was trying to make the point that the margin of error to play for it into the corner might have made it easier to get across.
Yeah, but he'll play the one in the corner now and then back across, because
Yeah.
hamper queuing. It's pretty good. It's a good shot. Just need to make sure the white comes out now, because it looks like he's going to be canning to the yellow. Would have liked a bit of angle here, but I think he's a bit straight. Just taking medicine. Well, he punched out.
Excellent from Dom Cooney. Didn't let the error in the previous frame affect him. Big break. Good clearance. Very solid indeed from the former Pro Series champion. He's been there and he's done it.
Yeah. Well, it's like we've always said, that was me last year.
Yeah.
People would never expect me to win an event, but you just got to show people that you can, and Dom did that. And fully deserves it. It was a longer race against one of the best. I think it was Scott Gillespie he beat in the final, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was indeed. Back end of last year, final event of last year.
Yeah.
In fact. Good break this time from Tom Ford, and a decent split. All the Reds have pockets. Just a case of connecting the dots.
He wants to leave a nice angle on this one, over the pocket.
Pinched the pocket just a fraction there, because he wanted to get that cue ball that extra half a roll away from the cushion.
Yeah, I think he thought he missed it the way he reacted.
Yeah, maybe pinched it more than he thought he could. But just has to control the positional shot onto the one at the top. Shot after this nicely. And it's the only thing that could go wrong. Quite a bit of margin of error as well.
He cues the ball so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
Obviously, you would expect it being a snooker player, but it's a totally different game on the pool table. Lighter white, lighter balls. You think he'd be a bit more gung-ho, but he does caress the ball really nice.
Making it look easy. Bit of a miss hit this time from Dom Cooney, but he's going to get a ball anyway.
And I think these are quite right.
Does he have an opener on yellows, or does that red pass at the bottom left?
I think if the red passes, then he can play the plant first shot down the rail. I think it does pass. I think the yellows. No, he's taking yellows, so it must not.
So is it opening plant on yellows? That's not gone well though.
I think he might be right, because now he can open these two up.
Is it just held up enough that he can still get to the potting? I'm looking at the overhead. And,
yeah, the overhead is really deceiving, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, I think he's fine.
Still needs the shot to come out well, but it was strangely that it was a 3-ball plant set originally, and he couldn't get to it from where he was.
Yeah. I think the red being there is going to help this as well, because it's going to push. Yeah, it's going to push him away. Yeah, great shot.
And that's really well worked out. Took his time to consider what was going to happen there, and it's no shock or surprise to see them come out so nicely.
I think he needs to play the one closest to the middle now. Just come back through the gap. Yeah, it's a good shot. The one over the bag, then the one in the middle to get back up the top of the table. That's absolutely perfect. I thought he might have ran up the table a bit further.
Could have played the top one first rather than...
Yeah. Well, you had a choice of two then, but that one, if he underhit it, he's in a bit of trouble, but he's played it really well.
Anything but straight, but he isn't straight. Perfect position. Another break clearance, this time for Dom Cooney. Makes it 3-3. It's close. It's close.
Oh, wow.
It's close. Oh, it's going to pull up. just didn't have the pace on it. He actually didn't catch this break anywhere near as well as his previous break. And both players' eyes fixed on that 8-ball, right smile between the two of them as well.
Do you know what I noticed? The 8 was spinning, and I think the slower it got, it was like pulling away from the pocket. The side on the 8 took it away.
Yeah.
Not sure it would have reached anyway, but it would have been a lot closer.
Yeah, took it to that jaw and held it up. Well, nothing else went in, but where the cue ball was left and the yellow was left and the lay of the rest of the table, there's not much inviting here for Dom, and he's just said, well, you broke them, Tom, you have them.
Yeah, no, this ain't a nice table layout at all. And Tom's already wasted his extension, so...
Well, chooses to be
very
ultra aggressive. He's actually been a touch fortunate that the yellows come and blocked one of the reds to the bottom left-hand corner, because there's no future on yellows. It wants to be reds, but if that yellow doesn't come across the bottom left-hand corner pocket, the reds are wide open. At least Dom now has some work from Tom Ford's perspective anyway. Doesn't want that to go in. It doesn't.
I wonder if Dom's got the angle on this one in the middle now to open the one up body yellow. I think that's what he's looking at. He wants the yellow to be moved that way though. But he doesn't want to hit the yellow. Yeah, sure.
Again, took his time to consider that one, worked out what was required and then executed it perfectly. How tough is that red into the left centre? If he plays on it into the middle.
Yeah, I think he's comfy. I think
yeah.
Ideally the skill shot here on the reds. I think he's on it.
But he can now use it, now that he hasn't made the both of them, whether he tried to make them or not, he can potentially drop that one into the corner and get better on that red.
He's looking at the double now. I'm not a fan of the double. Well, if he can get straight on the double, he's fine, but I think I prefer to play into the middle.
Extension code?
Unless this angle on this red is a bit more.
Yeah, unless it's deceiving. If he can get straight in on the one to the left centre off this shot, then they all connect. You just have to execute the pots.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely ball in hand perfect now.
Yeah, you couldn't put it anywhere better. Yeah, drop this in the middle, well, ball down the rail, and then he's automatically on the one in between the yellows. Be a great finish from where they were.
Is he just about straight enough to hold this? Or if he's not, he might have to come back for it in the middle.
Yeah,
but I think he is just straight enough.
I think he might have to go long first. See, the overhead looks deceiving. I'm not. Yeah, he must be all right. Unless he's coming out to play it in the middle. Yeah. Confident shot.
Tom Cooney takes the lead for the first time. Can he build on the back of it? Certainly starts well enough with a lovely break.
Yeah, he's hitting the break really well. Notice he's got a break cue as well. Everyone with these break cues now.
First shot may be the trickiest in the clearance here.
Yeah, I think he might have to cut this red back or play a long red. If he can cut this backing. He needs to be on something. Oh.
Gets the pot, not the position.
I don't think he's on anything. He might have a tough one to the left middle, but that's about it. But I don't fancy that. I think it'd just be, yeah, just play safe. You don't want to be giving Tom open tables.
Doesn't give Tom a huge amount to go at.
Well, if Tom can just bounce this yellow off and leave the white in line with the 8 ball, then he'd be leaving Dom nothing as well. So might be able to give himself a chance after.
Not bad. Nothing obvious on here for Dom Cooney. Harder to hide the white as well.
Yeah, and if Dom plays the same shot, Tom's just going to play the same shot again. So I think Dom has to try and play something.
Extension called.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea just to run the white to the top of the table.
Ask the question.
Yeah, I mean,
You'd be leaving a potential couple of shots on though.
yeah, that's the thing. When you're playing someone like Tom who's going to pop balls for fun, it's probably not the best idea. But
Oh, he could potentially put himself in a world of trouble here.
oh,
Red nearly goes in, but how easy is it for Tom to play a devilish snooker here that could unlock the frame for him? May have just come back far enough to make it awkward for Tom. No, Tom was able to play it well.
has he left the gap? I think he might have left the red in the gap.
It's amazing because if Dom Cooney had that one roll shorter, then Tom can brush off the yellow and really weld him in there. That it would have won in the frame.
Yeah, he's on that. That's incredible. Tom would be over the moon. Oh, he's all right.
He's on the one to the bottom left-hand corner. A fascinating little tactical battle. It really was. Just a couple of shots there. But which one of them was going to earn the opportunity? Well, it's Dom Cooney.
The thing Dom's got to work out now is which way he's going to go about them, because to get on the 8 from those two reds at the top is going to be tough.
Oh, he's not going to get that far. Poor miss from Dom. I know it's awkward queuing. He's not the tallest out there. So finds those shots a little bit harder than others might, but he'll be very disappointed to not at least give himself the challenge of getting on that 8 ball later on in the visit.
Yeah, you just see how much he's almost stood up on the shot, and he's, like you say, he's not the tallest of lads.
I think he'll be disappointed with both shots he played in the visit, actually, because if you take him right back to the start of the visit, red to right centre, he probably would have liked to leave the one that he's just missed till after he's cleared up the other two at the top of the table, and then takes the problem of the 8 ball out of the equation as well. But looks like he's going to cost him the frame, as Tom Ford is not hanging about.
Just makes it look so easy, doesn't he? You just casually just potting some balls.
Yeah, just like that, 4-4. Tom Ford flying through it. Good preparation for the 15 seconds a shot, which will be coming up in 1 minute 49 seconds time.
Well, when we was in the bar waiting for him to come and play, he asked me about the extension in the 15 seconds, and I said, yeah, you get one extension in 15 seconds. He went, oh, that's good. So yeah, that could come back to bite him.
Yeah, he is a very quick player. That's just comes naturally to him. You see that in the snooker world as well. But there's a difference between playing a sort of average shot, in the mid-teens, to actually having to play the shot within the 15 seconds. It's a completely different ball game.
Yeah, I think we've all had to adapt to that sort of thing. Like we can all play quick in practice, but it's not the same. Like you're under a lot of pressure out there as well, especially when you're playing these big events for the big prize money. 15 seconds, it just gets eaten up very, very quick.
Well, still a minute away from that happening, and Tom may well get a frame on the board before it happens, but he has a little cluster to develop first.
Yeah, I think if he can just get to the top rail, and then he can play the yellow into the corner and nudge the yellow closest to the 8 ball away, and he should be guaranteed on one of the two.
Just uses the red to hold the cue ball where he wants it.
Yeah, just push through and you should be on. yellow to middle or...
He's pushed it a little bit too far.
Yeah.
He could have done that pulling up over the middle pocket because, yeah, he's on this one to the corner, but now needs to play a really good positional shot and then another good one.
I thought he would have played it a bit softer and had the yellow into the opposite middle, just to brush off it a little bit. And obviously, if you don't get on it, then you've got the long one to get back on the ball. So I'm quite surprised about that. But it does look from here that it does go in the middle. So if he can get a nice angle on it, he should be okay.
If he can get, I mean, it's delicate in the middle though, and to try and get on the 8-ball from it,
Yeah.
very tough.
I think I'd prefer to come low and then play.
15 seconds
he come
left
low
on
enough?
play.
No, I thought if he'd have come low enough and played the cross double.
Has he just about?
Must be some shot of yours. Is that in?
Oh, some effort. I think one more roll down the table would have really helped
Yeah.
him there.
I don't think he's left Dom anything nice though.
Dom will just,
Tough one down the rail.
yeah, Dom should and will be just thrilled to be back at the table.
Would you? I don't know. The one left of the break the rack line. Would you not just glance off at half ball and try and get behind the one on the bottom rail?
He tried to pot it and hide the white at the same time,
That's a good shot, yeah.
and he has managed to hide the white. That was excellent. He was more concerned with the cue ball than he was the pot.
Oh, he's used it. Yeah, he's used it.
Oh, wow, what an effort that is. Very well played from Tom. I thought he had made it. Just stays on the table. Now, no more thoughts of safety from Tom Cooney. It's time to go and win the frame.
Yeah, they both use their extension as well. So.
Oh, no.
Oh my god. I don't understand why he's tried nudging that red down the rail.
No, I did not see that miss coming.
They play nice down the rail. You don't need to do that.
Oh, it's
What are we-
incredible.
what are we watching here?
What are we watching? Incredible. Let-offs on both sides. Huge, huge, huge let-off from Dom Cooney. Tom not able to take the advantage.
It's not on
This,
that ball.
how much more weight does this frame carry now? It's going to be 6 minutes left on the clock if Dom was to clear up here. One frame in it, but both players having the chances they've had. Still has a positional shot to play on the one at the top of the table. What angles he got? Not great.
I think it's a bit straight.
Well, he was pointing his cue. You felt like he wanted middle of the table and swung it round
Yeah. And on
on the
this
two
shot,
cushions.
On this shot, you don't really want to be topping the white either, because you'd end up trapping the white. Yes, yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
Not bad at all. We could have done with another foot or two, but he's on the red. Not. If he just floats it in, it'll be awkward on the 8-balls. Interesting to see how he plays it. Plays it a lot firmer and gets the kiss. And that's not great. Ooh, it does go. You might have to just dig at it as well to avoid the in-off.
Yeah, this is. Do you know what? He's had a bit of a result there.
It's 15 seconds a shot, isn't it?
He's had a bit of a result. Now Tom needs to nudge it, or he's played that well. It's a great shot.
Yeah, really well played. Well, what a frame of Paul. Crazy and bizarre at moments. Dom Cooney will be absolutely kicking himself.
It's close to the off there, but
This is where Dom Cooney really needs some composure. I would have said before the match that the back end of the match, 15 seconds a shot, and controlling the match clock and everything that can happen out there could be an advantage for Dom, but he's the one that looked more frantic than Tom Ford did. Not happy with his opening shot here.
Yeah, and Dom's obviously not shy of playing quick. I think he's had a few last gasp finishes and
Has indeed.
yeah.
A couple of amazing buzzer beaters. Had one here last year.
He had one against Greg as well. Was it like 12 seconds or something stupid like that?
It was incredible,
Yeah.
yeah. Ended up in a 6-red shootout.
Oh, wow.
Oh, gives away the foul. That was very disappointing opening shot for him. And a chance for Tom Ford to actually control the match clock, control the pace here.
Tom's just asked if it's anywhere on the table as well. So not sure how well he knows the rules just yet. I think Tom's been out to China a couple of times. He might have played these rules before.
I think he has, and it's more just a case of back when he was playing, it wasn't the same rule set. So he knows it, but he wants to just double check it out in the heat of battle.
Yeah, sometimes you do forget as well.
This will be huge if he can come up with a finish here, and he'll feel like he should. 2 clear, 3 minutes on the clock is a massive place to be.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, he's just floating the white around. I think Tom would be dangerous as well. The further he gets into the event and how he gets used to the conditions. Obviously, he'd be used to pristine conditions on the snooker, but obviously this is a different game. This table plays like no other. It's incredible.
He's shown us enough, though, in the match that he certainly found his, well, Mayo I spoke too soon, found his touch. That wasn't the best positional shot he's played, but 8 ball to go 2 clear. Right in the heart of the pocket.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes, 28 seconds left on the clock.
I think with 3 minutes left and 2 frames in front, I think you should be not tap breaking, but you should be just queuing a break down the middle.
No thoughts of it. Hits it as hard as any. And it's a decent break. Does he have an opener on the reds? Does he fancy the yellows?
I think you just need to pop balls.
Yeah, pop balls, run the
waste
clock.
time. Yep.
But you say that though, but if he all Dom has to do is win the frame, and even if he left a couple of seconds on the clock, he'll have a chance for the golden break to tie it up. So I don't think you can run 3 minutes and
Tom's
without
using
making the
extension.
clearance.
He needs to hurry up here.
Yellows it is. Yellow in the top half of the table is obviously the tricky ball. Would you play the yellow off the red, try and open up the path a bit more?
Yeah, but you have to go careful because if the red comes out and hits the black, he's played that really well.
I know what you mean. On that jaw, it could ping
Yeah.
out and you never know what could happen.
He's played it really well.
Big shot if he takes this one to the top left straight away. Yeah, not surprised to see him turn that one down. The positional side of it was very tough. And he is controlling the clock quite well here in terms of maybe without the match clock he might have gone the other way. Tried to find the killer shot to win the frame.
Yeah, I think if there was 10 minutes on the clock, he would have played the yellow at the top. But yeah, you just need to just pop balls and get rid of some time. But if he can bump into this red and leave the white where the red is, it'd be perfect. Dom's ready to pounce if he gets a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the shot.
he's hoping, but it'll all come down to this shot. One more bit of cueing from Tom Ford, and he'll be over the line, because this is for the win as well. And it's there. Brilliant finish to end this match from Tom Ford. Fantastic match with loads of drama along the way, but you have to say that frame 9 had a little bit of everything and seemed to be the key to Tom Ford booking his place in the group final.